Welcome, Taurus Gemini, to your in-month reading for October. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. And happy Halloween to everyone. Hope you have a safe and awesome Halloween. Okay. Got the table all decked out. Okay. Alrighty. Getting straight into your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you for this Halloween time. Okay, best message is for Taurus Gemini. Seven of Swords coming out. Oh, what's going on with you and that Seven of Swords? Feels like you're trying to escape something. Could be anything, right? Try to figure that out in a second. What are you trying to escape? What are you taking? It's like maybe you're trying to escape something to take on responsibility. I don't know. I keep feeling there's an escape going on for responsibility. Maybe you're escaping someone who doesn't want any responsibility. Yep, look at that. You're standing your ground. Standing your ground for your responsibilities. Taking a lot of action for these responsibilities. But I still feel like there's the great escape over here. I hope that clarifies. We're going to clarify on that because it does feel that there was something. Maybe somebody was escaping their responsibilities, left you with more responsibilities. Fertility coming up in the present. Talking about that prosperity and also using your heart chakra and your compassion over here. So it does feel like you have really opened up your heart chakra to a situation. This is a beautiful Taurian card. You could have been dealing with a Libra. We have Libra now here twice due to the Empress and, of course, the Seven of Swords. There was emotional loss over here in the recent past. That's that escaping those responsibilities. Financial material changes coming for you, Taurus Gemini, in the near future. The near future could be anywhere between 2 weeks from now to next month is really what it feels like. It could be the beginning of the month. Because it's so end of the month, it could be the mid-month also of November. Kind of feeling that as well. Okay, so going over here to this emotional loss is talking about taking an emotional loss. It feels like this was where the escape was. Having to let something go, having to escape that for your own responsibilities. Yeah, because you didn't have the Empress. Well, could have been also dealing with another Taurus. And it does feel like this emotional loss could have been making you lose prosperity due to the fact of, I'm going to say they were unresponsible. Because the Empress over here is literally talking about, having the patience, wanting the seeds, staying strong, wanting them to stay strong, nurturing a situation, feeling like they weren't nurturing a situation around you. Look, the emotional loss is another green card, right? So we are talking about this compassion, talking about this nurturing, not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Maybe it was something, it feels like maybe they were emotionally attached to you, but maybe you had to let them go. And I'm sorry, I have to go. Now taking on the responsibilities for yourself brings in the healing and new beginning and happiness for you, and nurturing your own situation by taking on the responsibilities for yourself. Maybe you even had to do it for your own children by letting go of something. So definitely taking an emotional loss. Let's see what's going on with the fertility is talking about a transition and letting go again. So definitely escaping the situation, letting go of the situation to take a stand for responsibilities that need to be taken action in within the transformation. So definitely transitioning into a more prosperous you. Let's put it that way, more abundance, more happiness, more desire, getting things done. Taking on responsibilities for the things that you need to do, promising yourself. Maybe there were promises that you said, I have to do this, but it is more promising for you no matter what, and it gives you more hope in this situation. Yeah, having a separation. Definitely could have been a Libra. I'm going to leave it to Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius for you guys. I do have a lot of Libra, though, coming up. So we're just going to call them Libra at this time. But I do have Aquarius and Libra. Also have Scorpio. Now, you're taking the control back into your own court over here. Standing up for yourself. There's that standing your ground as the King of Wands. King of Wands is coming underneath that stand your ground. I'm saying this is my court, this is my kingdom. I have to do what I'm going to do for myself because it's honorable. So there's a lot of honor in what you're doing for yourself, Taurus, Gemini, but you know that because it feels like you weren't getting anywhere. Maybe the great escape was just taking that responsibility away from them. Maybe they were given a responsibility and they couldn't hold on to it. They caused you a lot of pain and disappointment. And so you took that responsibility on for yourself because it just wasn't going that way. If they're in control of the bank, right, and the finances within the home, and they're not doing a very good job, maybe you needed to take that away from them because maybe they were overspending money, weren't writing it down in the checkbook. You know what I'm saying? They weren't doing a good job, and it was causing a lot of financial distress because we're talking about finances and material changes, right? So maybe you had to take that away from them and put the ball back in your own court, and really standing your ground saying, no, I'm sorry, you cannot handle this situation. You're too irresponsible, so I can't allow you to have that. So that would have been the emotional loss. And I feel like it is an emotional loss, though, because it really was upsetting and disappointing to you that they couldn't do a simple job. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is different, but you do have this Sun, and you're bringing in new cycles, taking control of the situation with the King of Wands and being, it's just a control, being in control and being loyal to the situation and taking on these responsibilities, you know, because you're more prepared for the situation. And if they really got you into some kind of financial debt or something over here, you're more prepared now in the present than you were yesterday. On how to handle the situation, right? So this will actually boost your status of wealth, right? That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to put all the broken pieces back together is really what it looks like. And gaining control to make sure that you have a positive impact on the situation, which changes the cycles and you're much happier. You know, if it's within a family homestead, they're more happy as well. Actually, it's kind of crazy because it does show, right, that they're happy too. Because you're actually changing the situation. You have more money. You're changing everything around. Everything's more balanced. You're taking action where action is needed. If you had any, and you know, the Ace of Wands is inheritance, assets, things of this nature as well. So if it's some kind of asset or whatever financial thing it is, debt, assets, inheritance, things of this nature, you're saying, yeah, because I'm getting all this stuff back together. Maybe it's even a coworker that you're dealing with. Maybe you had to take a job away from a coworker, make them step back and step away because they don't know what they're doing. I'm sorry, you don't know what you're doing at all. Someone needs to step in, and that makes them sad. That's where the emotional loss is coming from. It's not really coming from you. It's coming from them. Because you're seeing how they're not reliable. So you're really standing your ground saying, I'm sorry, I've got this. And of course, you have to stand your ground and take the control and responsibilities into your own hands. Like I said, it doesn't matter where the situation is. So for the financial material changes, we can only assume that this is within the home, within your work area, something of this nature, right? You're taking a risk, and you knew it was a risk. It was a risk. It was a risk because they'd gotten everything so down and so messed up that, look, you had to literally transform everything around. So the risk was risky, but it is showing the financial material changes within your life. And it's bringing in this new beginning. I'm telling you, dealing with the Libra. So we're going to say Libra, still going Libra over here. And it's saying because they were blinded to how to take care of the financial material changes. Or You see what I'm saying? They didn't know what to do with this money. They didn't know what they were doing. They were blinded to the situation. They weren't doing it correctly. Maybe they just didn't know how to do their job. Two of Wands upside down. There's your responsibility again. You know, I think the whole thing is that maybe they were trying to blind everybody else around them to gosh, you guys, do they really know what they're doing? Were they blinding you to being, I'm even feeling like maybe they were lazy. Were they just underdetermined not to do this? Were they actually lacking in the experience to do this? Guys, you guys are going to have to figure this out because I see lack of experience, but yet it's almost like they were blinded to the fact that of really what's going on. And maybe it was just because they don't have the experience to be taking on those roles. So as you take the leap of faith, you're still noticing that, wow, how did you mess this up so much? Because I'm not having any problems. So you can only come to the conclusion that they didn't know what they were doing. Lack of experience. Or lack of care. Because some of you could say, you know what, they were just underdetermined and they just really didn't give a crap. And then some of you can say, you know what, they just were not made for this position. And I should have, if it's at home, I should have never given my girlfriend or boyfriend, whoever it is, my husband, my wife, this opportunity to take care of this because I really didn't realize they were that bad with money or with this situation in general. If it's at the workplace, you just didn't realize, wow, maybe they were an undergraduate in that area. Just saying. Because it is showing either they don't give a crap or they just do not have the experience. And it was almost like you were blinded at the time, and it's almost like they blindsided everybody to make you believe that they had some kind of control. But now you're taking back the control away from this person who was either one or the other. And you're saying, it's okay because I've got this now, and this is changing the finances around, and it's bringing more finances into balance. And you can look at your checks and balances and know that it's better. Whether it doesn't matter if it's for the company, it doesn't matter if it's at home, it doesn't matter where it is, it's right where the status quo should be. It's back to where it is. Yes, because you had all the power, you stepped in, you became the emperor, and you're saying, no, I know what I'm doing, and it needed a better leadership role. And I do believe that whoever you're working with knows as well that you do have this leadership role, and that you are responsible enough to be able to do this job. And it doesn't matter, like I said, it could be your boyfriend, you know, like I said, because it doesn't matter, it's making them happy. They're saying, okay, well, this is making me happy, because at least you can stand up and know what the hell you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Right? Look, I don't see anything here. The only thing I see is they're a little butthurt over here because you told them, I'm taking this away from you. I'm standing my ground to take this away. And it kind of hurt their feelings. But otherwise, they're really happy about the situation because, you know what? If it's on the job, they knew they were stuck in a job that they didn't understand. Stuck in a job that they weren't qualified for. So, of course, they're going to be happy. Because now they get to go do something else. Or they're fired and they get to go do something else. Yeah, because you have a better understanding of what is going on within the situation. You know how to make things work and you're getting everything done. You have the reflection of the situation to get it back and continue to keep it there. Now, there's the thing. And not only that, it's going to change it again. So as you're still setting in this area and really taking control of it, you changed it once, you made it all better. You're sitting within a status quo for a second until it rechanges again. Why is it going to rechange again? Because then it's going to have the victory. It's going to be where now it's not just where it should be. Now it's overflowing, right? Because now it's more successful. So it's actually going to change to be over successful because you used your clarity on the situation to fix it. Because you're saying, okay, now I have this new beginning of clarity, and now that I understand the whole process of what it was, now I know how to make it build. So pretty much you could say, status quo is here, I've got it where it's supposed to be, now it's building. Now you can actually start building on that bank account, building on whatever it is you're doing, right? Whatever your situation is. Everybody's situation is different, but you do see that this person over here has a problem. And you fix the problem. And I'm just telling you right now, in the near future, it just gets better. It just gets better. And I'm going to tell you too right now, somebody else sees you as well, if you're in the workplace, as getting this done. So with the success card over here, it could bring in a promotion, higher paying level. Why? Because they're saying you're doing an excellent job. You know what you're doing. You could get a raise for this, or like a promotion up, right? Because the boss is saying, oh, you know how to do their job. As they're getting demoted, you're getting promoted. Okay. If it's just at home, it's just you getting everything together, and then you'd be able to build those bills up, get rid of the bills you have, get money built up into the bank account, you know, things like that, really working on your finances and getting yourself back to where you're supposed to be, and quicker. It doesn't mean that they, you know, that they weren't doing that. I just feel like they were irresponsible. Maybe they were trying to pay off bills, and then, but yet spending too much money and doing so. How are you going to do that? That's not going to work. If you just brought that credit card down and then you went and spent money on it, oh, but I didn't put that much on. You know, I gave it $125. I only spent $25. Well, that's not getting rid of a bill, though. Putting $25 back on it. That's not how we do this. And you notice the irresponsibility. Okay? Like I said, everybody's situation is a little bit different. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.